Okay, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. We're live. We're live. I said I was doing a Raw review. I meant that. We're here. We're live. Everything's looking good. Looking smashy, sexy. Got the chat off the side. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I did mean what I said in my prior video about my comment section. Let me be real with some of you geeks out there and some of you people out there. If you're coming to my channel, you better rub two brain cells together at this point. I'm so sick and tired of my comment section of people that can't spell and not know what's going on. Like, Jesus. Oh, and by the way, coming and crying about your job situation in my fucking chat or in my comment section over my wrestling opinion, get over yourself. Shut the fuck up, okay? I'm sorry that your life sucks. But don't come in my comment section and cry foul, okay? All right, people. Like, damn, I meant what I said. Like, to the people that want to support me, hey, what's up, everybody? Love you guys. I love the fact that we've gone up 300 and something subscribers. I appreciate it, all of you, the love that I've been receiving. But to these other people, man, what the actual fuck are people on? Seriously. Like, learn to spell. There's Siri, there's Google for a reason. You just ask them, they'll spell for you. You could just ask what you're trying to say. You don't need to be dumb in my comment section, okay? And to cry over other people that are going to AEW or New Japan or whatever, like, cry me a river. Or to call me a shill, like, cry me a river, please. Like, for the love of holy. Like, go put your head in the fucking sand and be dumb, all right? Seriously. Anyway, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Enough of me talking about my comment section and stupid people. Because, my God, the wrestling community is full of degenerates that just don't get it, man. They don't get long-term booking. They don't get storylines. They just don't get it. And they want to sit back and they want to have this back and fucking forth about wrestling. And then want to tell me, oh, us commentators or people that analyze wrestling, we just like arguing over nothing. What the fuck? That's what we do. You're probably the same person that goes over to X and cries about anything upon anything when it comes to wrestling, right? You're that fucking idiot. It's okay. We get it. We get it. You were treated like shit as a kid. We get it. I get it. So you come online and you think you're Mr. Tough Guy because you got a fancy fucking keyboard. Like, the fuck off. Anyway, tonight, great show. Hands down. My city, Anaheim, California, killing it. You hear that on the mics? Look at that. Even Pat McAfee was getting in on it. I wish I was there. Seriously. I wish I was there and I wish I had the money for it. Last time I went to a mega show for Raw, it had Raw and SmackDown. They were doing a SmackDown taping or something like that. You know, from some of my friends that went to it, I heard it was pretty sick. So maybe next year, maybe next time they come around, maybe I'll get tickets. I'll go to it live, stuff like that. But I was at home enjoying my beautiful food, enjoying, you know, hearing the rain, fucking Cody killing it, fucking Drew McIntyre. We're setting the seeds with the bloodline. Let's go. We got Jay and Jimmy going at each other. Good shit. Good Monday Night Raw. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I was down with the sickness. Honestly, the show was a B- show. I won't say it's the best show like Dave Meltzer says, oh, it's a 10 out of 10 show. Hell no. Wasn't the best go-home show, but it was a really good show. Nia Jax showing her dominance. Great shit. Tiffany Stratton coming in on her own. I do not like her entrance music. Why, WWE, why do you feel the need to change people's music? Why? And it's trash. Trash. Why? Why are we changing the Barbie girl in a Barbie world, Tiffany Stratton? Why? Why? And Raquel Rodriguez is back. Ooh. I like Raquel Rodriguez. She was getting a pop because Latin America, here in Anaheim, Little Mexico, everybody loves anything to do with Little Mexico or even Latin America. So there it is for you guys. She was getting cheered for no reason. You're welcome. I could tell you why she was getting cheered. Because she was Mexican American. That's why. Sorry, before somebody goes and gets, I get canceled, I gotta quote myself real quick. Okay? So I don't get canceled doing a wrestling review, okay? Ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Raquel Rodriguez showed up. You had Tiffany Stratton basically on the mic tonight, killing it. You had Liv Morgan coming out, trying to kill it. It's gonna be Becky Lynch. Back-to-back WrestleManias, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch will be your new champion. That's what the reports are saying. That's what was leaked out. I really hope not, because I don't want to see another Becky Lynch reign. It wasn't good the first time around. The man wasn't good. I would like to see maybe Liv Morgan. I would like to see possibly, if they really want to throw a curveball, I would honestly like to see Tiffany Stratton run with the belt, because she's really good at what she does. She's good on the mic. Honestly, I would like to see a Naomi run. I think it would be great to see Naomi back and with a championship in her hand. I know it's the consolation belt. It's not the main event belt. That's going to go to Bayley, though. Bayley's going to be the face of WWE over the second-rate title, because Raw is considered the B show. They're not putting the main titles on the Raw. But I think at the end of the year, they will swap the Undisputed for, Monday Night Raw, and then they'll put the second-rate titles on SmackDown. I think that's what they'll do because of viewerships. That's just my personal opinion on that. Gunther and Uso, great match, one hell of a match. I gotta give it to Jimmy or Jey Uso, I should say. But the whole interference thing, man, was a little weak for me tonight. But I figured that's what they were gonna do. Jimmy has always been that way, and when he pointed at the Bloodline stuff, you had a lot of the Bloodline within Raw. I'm assuming Nick Aldis is gonna have his hands full on Friday over this shit. But yeah, literally, I was okay with this. The match went on way too long than it needed to be. I thought Gunther maybe would have got the victory, and Jimmy would have came out and beat the shit out of his brother, maybe clean. But they protected his brother, so with some interference. So Jey will be back in that hunt for the Intercontinental Belt. I really think so, and I really believe that. The women's stuff, honestly, Nia Jax all night long. I'm tired of Nia Jax being pushed. She's not that great. She's an unsafe worker. People want to sit here and say Nyla Rose wasn't in AEW, but fucking Nia Jax is awful. Like, get her off my TV. Get her out. Get her out. I know people like her, but I don't know what the facade of her is. She came back and she's still the same shit, doing the same shit. Me beat, me Borg, we beat. Like, who cares? Fuck, who cares? Like, she's not good. I don't want her to be women's champion, and I hope on Saturday it goes to Rhea Ripley and we have a great match at WrestleMania. If they have Nia Jax win that shit, I'm gonna puke so quick, so hard. Nia Jax is a fucking awful wrestler. I even thought fucking Nia Rose over on AEW was garbage. Like, and have you seen her since? No. There's reasons why. Thank God. I really hope eventually they transition Jade Cargill over to Monday Night Raw. They do a trade and they bring Jade Cargill over and they start this whole Jade Cargill thing. I think she would work better on Raw personally than SmackDown. I know they were going to pull the trigger with Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair, but I think she would suit better over on Monday Night Raw. Again, like I said, this was a good show. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre killed it. The beginning of the show, they went fire and desire with this one, straight up. Finisher move after finisher move. It was like a pay-per-view match given to you on TV. They kind of didn't do commercial breaks, so it was really good. WWE books good shit when they want to. When they book horrible shit, you go, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? And, we give AEW all this grief at times, but WWE does the same shit sometimes as AEW, honestly. So, honestly, at the end of the day, this was a good match. Cody, you expect it. You expect the Bloodline to come in from here to WrestleMania to be interfering. And I expect a tag team match between Roman Reigns, Rock, Bloodline versus Cody and Seth, night 1. I think night 2, you have back-to-back championship matches. I think WWE is going to back themselves into a conundrum, and they're going to have to put Seth somewhere in there. And Seth is probably going to lose his belt because he's injured, and he's going to probably go off and get surgery right after that. So, you know, Seth's the all-star here, man. You love him, hate him, all this shit with him, and his music, right? Love him, hate him. He's the all-star right now. He's the one. Hey, man. Love him, hate him. He's the workhorse. I will give it to him. I major respect. He's doing a knee. I couldn't imagine how much pain he's in every time he walks. I really hope that man gets everything he deserves, a bonus, everything from WWE when it's all said and done, because his contract's up in August. I hope him and his wife get buku money. They deserve it. They've been the workhorse. I will say that Seth deserves everything WWE. They need to keep him. They lose him, that would be travesty to me, because he was carrying the belt and he was doing a great job. Even though he was going to lose to CM Punk, probably at Mania, CM Punk was going to get the second class championship, not the main one against Roman. But to be honest with you, Seth Rollins has really carried that company, and you see it every week. And it's just unfortunately that he got hurt and his reign is coming to an end. And I'm going to enjoy these next couple of weeks, next month and a half. I'm going to enjoy Seth Rollins being champion. And you should thank the guy. The guy really put over some talent. The man has done everything but the kitchen sink. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, if you're a Roman Reigns fan, Roman really hasn't defended that championship. He don't need to. And they keep saying contract. No, they treated him like Brock Lesnar. And I wouldn't be surprised when Roman loses the title that he does less dates. His career is winding down. He goes into Hollywood. I wouldn't be surprised. Or they continue the whole bloodline thing with The Rock and him, and they have their feud possibly at like one of the other bigger PLE pay-per-views. I wouldn't be surprised of that either. Jey Uso cutting promos throughout the night. Great shit. Gunther cutting a promo late was good. You know, again, these two dudes, I want more of it. Like, give me Jay and Gunther. I'd be happy with that. Gunther will be your next world heavyweight title, however you slice it and dice that. I think you will have coming out of that elimination chamber, and you'll have Drew come out of it. I think Drew will lose to Seth. I think night 2, I think you'll be all shocked. He loses, and then Damian Priest cashes in. I just have this funny feeling. They got to fit in. They got to fit. They really got to fit in that whole. Now, who goes against Gunther? That's going to be the hard part. I think now, since you have the interference, I think they're going to do a triple threat, brother versus Gunther. I think they can go that way with that. I think that would be good. And you have Jey Uso go over, and you can continue the blood feud between the brother and brother over the title if you want to. There's many different things you can do with that, honestly. Raquel Rodriguez won her last chance battle royale thing. I didn't care for this. It was a little hokey pokey. This is when WWE does things that I wish it was a gauntlet match. You know, honestly, I wish it was anything else. It was predictable when you had Raquel getting a big pop. There was no crowd noise. Us in Anaheim, any Latin American talent or anything that shows up in the building, we're going to go crazy. Okay. Guys got to realize I'm from Anaheim. We have Little Mexico here in Anaheim, and Latin America dominates here in this part of California. And of course, she was going to get a pop. I even kind of popped because I like Raquel Rodriguez. I think she got fucked over a bunch of times, and she's been, put over, in the tag team division when she should be champion. I think honestly she should go back to NXT. I think she would do wonders in NXT up and down that roster and helping out the roster. And that's my personal opinion. Again, what a match for the thing, but the Battle Royale was very predictable. You could tell who was going to win that. Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax, the interview process. Honestly, with this, I was going to tell you guys, like, this was really good. I really think Rhea Ripley's coming in on her own. I think this is Rhea Ripley's time. Rhea Ripley will lose the title at Mania. I believe, to Becky Lynch. I really hope it's not Becky Lynch. I really hope they give us the swerve. Maybe a Tiffany Stratton. I know she's a little green coming in. I do not like the fact that they're changing. I don't understand. WWE made an announcement today that they're going away from Britain Strong Style to Catch Republic. And what the... Why are we like Banana Republic? What are we doing, WWE? Who is booking your shit? I want to know in creative, who the fuck is thinking these ideas up, man? Should be fired immediately. People give Will Washington shit on AEW. Why do we talk about some of the creative blunders that I'm seeing? Like Pete Dunne's ring music. He doesn't... It doesn't sound good. It sounds like I'm at a rave party. This man's a killer. Give him killer. Bring his old music back. Pete Dunne's music was fantastic. This garbage. And then them showing off, oh, well, you know, this new group versus blah, 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 Elimination Chamber, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? Rhea Ripley stuff is really good. I really like the whole Nia Jax thing. I really like the interview process. They had them in separate rooms. And I really like what WWE's doing, giving you the UFC fight feel within. And then they had some UFC guys. One called out Conor McGregor. This is a dream match that they've been working on for the Octagon for, I think, 4 years now. I'm not all knowledgeable about UFC. I know some of it, not all of it. I was a huge Kim Shamrock, Iceman, Chuck Liddell, Matt Riddle when he was around, Brock Lesnar when he had his reign, Mark Hunt, I believe, or Sam Hunt, whatever. They teased off Jelly Roll, his world tour, because Jelly Roll, I guess, is the country western hip hop guy, I guess, that everybody idolizes in the country scene. I really hope we see Jelly Roll for years and years and years to come, because that boy is a big boy. Big boy. I hope he gets healthy and whatnot, because I'm really worried about him. Like Jelly Roll, seriously. Like I worry about my weight, but I couldn't imagine being 600 pounds or anything like that and being a singer, man. Like I really hope for that guy. I want him to live forever, not die young. You know what I mean? When I see him a lot, I freak out, because it's like I'm trying to lose weight and I'm trying to, you know, like I start thinking of heart attacks. I start thinking of things. Like, don't get me wrong. It's like how I feel about Keith Lee. Keith Lee for AEW, man. I hope he really gets healthy and he has a good back end of his career. He's not that old and he's having health problems, heart problems. He's been taken off TV. You know, it's sad what's happening with Keith Lee, Mia Yim's husband. It's really scary. And I really hope he gets healthy. Chad Gable cuts a serious promo. Chad Gable's ceiling has now cracked. And he's starting to trend down. I like Chad Gable. But honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just over it. They had an R-Truth promo thing earlier. I'm over R-Truth. Can we just turn R-Truth back to regular R-Truth? And can we just stop the hokey pokey bullshit? It was funny at first. It's now getting annoying. I am over R-Truth. No offense. I'm over R-Truth. R-Truth was in NXT fighting for the North American title, and then he got hurt, and now you bring him back as this wacky guy. Like, I don't know where I'm at. Amnesia, I'm stupid. I don't know where I'm at. It's like, what? R-Truth, just go back to being what's up. What's up? Don't do this where I was good with it 3 years ago. I'm not good with it now. Have the Miz and him come together, form a tag team, become tag team champions, do anything else but this shit. It's hokey pokey shit, and this is things that I give AEW shit for, and I'm gonna give WWE shit for. Don't do these gimmick shits. You're doing that with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy right now, and it's justified. And you were doing that kind of with QT Marshall at one point. If I got it, you gotta slice it down the middle. Both of these companies, man. People tell me that I'm an AEW shill, but at the end of the day, AEW, man, this is like some QT Marshall shit that they're doing on television with fucking R-Truth. It's not funny anymore. I don't know what demographic likes that, but I don't. You know, if you're going to talk about you're a serious promotion and you're the best in the world, why do you do this hokey pokey shit? Like, R-Truth is better than that. R-Truth could be anything right now. United States champion, Intercontinental for sure. He could be NXT champion. Why are we not pulling the North American at least? Why are we not doing this with this man before this is all said and done? I feel the same way about Dustin Rhodes over on fucking AEW. What are we doing with this man? This man's retiring. You're giving Sting a send-off. Why don't we talk about Dustin Rhodes that's been killing it? And honestly, let's just be real here. He's killing it to a point to where what are we doing with him? That's the same argument I have to give about it's the same argument I give about R-Truth. And I don't know why people get really upset at me when I have these conversations like that. Oh, you just don't understand. You're just a Smart Rock wrestling fan. No, I watch the show every week. Seriously. Sorry, I just took off my smartwatch because I know it was like feeling kind of moist because I washed my hands. I don't know, it's weird. But I'll put this off to the side for now. But you guys get where I'm coming from. I'm not hating on R-Truth. I want to make that clear. Not hating on him. I just want him to be, what's up, R-Truth? You know, I thought he would affect great in the Judgment Day as a Carney act. I thought it would have been funny, but they didn't pull the trigger with that. But that's just me. Priest got the victory here. I mean, DIY looks stupid tonight. They made them look stupid. The Miz looked stupid. They just looked out of place. And they were focusing so hard on Truth. And it's like, I like Truth, but I don't like Truth that much. The Miz is better than that too. Like, you know, I don't know why they're putting them. The Miz was like up in the higher cards, right? And you have him relegated, jobbing out to an 8-man tags. This man should be winning championship belts. If I am the Miz, right, I would be rethinking I'd be doing what Dolph Ziggler's doing or Nick Nemeth. I'd be rethinking my career. I just feel like the Miz is wallowing away in WWE and could be more somewhere else, like Matt Cardona and things like that. That's just my personal opinion. Becky Lynch comes out. I've already talked about this. She started cutting a promo. Oh, well, feel sorry for me. I'm the man. I'm just like, I just really didn't care. It's the same promo she's cut for like almost a month. And I didn't really care, and all the women came out. Tiffany Stratton was the one that killed it for me tonight. Her and Bianca Belair, seriously, like, for real, killed it tonight on the mic. If you want to talk about two people that should go at each other right now to start a feud, I think if you want to have like a kickoff match or something, you want to have like a kickoff match show for WrestleMania, you could do Bianca Belair and fucking and Tiffany Stratton if you like, you know, for on any pay-per-view really. Now to Bianca Belair, now people are gonna tell me, oh, you're gonna have Bianca Belair kick off WrestleMania and shit. Yeah, why not? Why not? You can have Tiffany Stratton and her going at each other, which would be one hell of a match, to be honest. And I think it would do wonders. Now, does Bianca Belair want to do that? Probably not. Because they're going to have 2 Andre Battle Royale matches, right? I believe. So they could do it there. They could do it there, to be honest. But, you know, you guys get the point where I'm coming from when it comes to Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton. I think they're brewing something there for future feuds with them, too. But the whole thing tonight with that whole women's segment shit, honestly, that goes to Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, people are like, oh, she's the next Charlotte Flair, but I don't see that. I see her doing amazing things. I mean, I'm a big Tiffany Stratton fan. Like, love me or not, like, love me, hate me. I like Tiffany Stratton. I like the Barbie thing. I do. I liked it when it was happening with the Divas division. I thought it was different. I personally thought it was different when they were doing it as the Divas thing. Sometimes I like the old school Diva stuff. You know, I say that sometimes. I like the Bella Twins shit when they were doing it. Not all of it, but I enjoyed most of it. But yeah. Nia Jax appears and takes everybody out and then looks like a brawling brute, but I'm not a big Nia Jax fan. My whole this ass. You know what I mean? I'm kind of over Nia Jax, to be honest. I hope she loses. I hope she goes into the shadows. I don't want to see her on my TV. I hope she gets fired. She's awful talent. Do you not notice that she hurts people? Like, I thought Nyla Rose was bad. No. Nia Jax is bad. Chad Gable defeats Ivar finally in 8 minutes, and they Guys, how many more weeks do I have to see High Bar and the Alpha Academy? High Bar in this match. High Bar in a heart attack in a pole match. High Bar and eating the cheese match. High Bar and Chad Gable, who could fuck a duck, match. Like it gets old, man. I don't want to see anymore. I want High Bar to move on. High Bar really needs to be on SmackDown in the United States title scene. Seriously, like put that man with Valhalla there. Valhalla should be competing in the women's division. I don't know why they're not doing anything with her. I find it absurd that you guys are making the Assassin's Creed deal and the Vikings, and it's like you don't do anything but give him Chad Gable. I'm tired of Chad Gable. Chad Gable should be Intercontinental Champion. He should be way further along than he is now. And that's just depressing to me, how they haven't pulled the trigger with fucking Chad Gable. I don't think they have any faith in that man. That man's getting in almost his 40s, and you got to give this man something. Chad Gable's good shit. The New Day versus Imperium in a street fight. They cut a promo for that, and they were slapping kendo stick. Why is it WWE play it safe? Like, your competition's not playing it safe. Why do you have to play it safe? I'm tired of kendo sticks. Give me ladders, chairs, tables. Give me a TLC match on Raw like they used to do. Like, I don't understand why TKO or Endeavor and all these people play it safe, but meanwhile, they have their UFC guys cut a you fucking jabroni fucking promo, and then you show off bow riders and fucking this, that, and the third. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? And again, like I said at the beginning of the show, and I will say this at the beginning of the show, I love Pat McAfee. I love the fact that they're doing a lot more. Him and Michael Cole work very well together. I will not take that away from both of those gentlemen. They work very well together throughout the night. Pat McAfee makes it for me on Raw. And I know a lot of people are going to tell me, oh, well, Mike, but he gets Michael Cole to do different things. I think Michael Cole, honestly, is going to go down as the new Jim Ross. You love Michael Cole. You hate Michael Cole. I think he's excelled over Jim Ross. When I watch Jim Ross looks like he lost a step. And I'm not trying to be mean towards Jim Ross. It's just a fact. I think Jim Ross should retire. He's got all the accolades, but I think wrestling surpassed him. And, when legendary, Kings announcer, West, when he left, there was a reason for that. It surpassed him. He was too old. And it comes to a point, how many more times do I need to hear the same JR thing? JR's not that same, guy goes 100. And he doesn't do that anymore. And, when I watch Michael Cole, I'm like, Michael Cole's exciting. Michael Cole keeps in date. And then also, Pat McAfee keeps him on his toes, which is a win-win situation for me as a person. So they announced the Elimination Chamber stuff, and then, Kathy Kelly, interviews McIntyre. McIntyre doesn't care how he got his victory, and it's a little hokey pokey with McIntyre in this heel turn. I really seriously don't get it. It's not for me to understand. You know what I mean? Otis, Dupree, and Zawa celebrate with Gable. They felt a bit abrupted. Chad Gable honestly should just go out on his own at this point. I think, Chad, if you got away from the Alpha Academy shit and stop the whole hokey pokey thing and let Maxine Dupree and all these guys just be their own thing, I think Otis is wasting away on Raw. Otis was, they got rid of his tag team guy in Heavy Machinery when they were great in NXT. I think, Otis should be his own thing. Otis is better than what he is. I think putting him in this hokey pokey tag bat triple, fell off a truck. I thought the QT Marshall shit was bad in AEW, but no, this is bad. When they were doing QTV and they were wasting away Hobbs, I think fucking, I even think Bronson Reed's being wasted away in WWE. I think he would be a prime candidate to be in AEW, to be honest with you, if you really want to go there, or back to New Japan, because he's wasting away. Like, these talents should be featured a lot more instead of losing prominent. Like I really thought Brunson Reed, big Brunson Reed, would have won that Intercontinental belt. He should be further along. You signed this guy for buku money, brought him in, and you've done nothing with him. You want to talk about AEW wasting talent? Let's talk about WWE. Bronson Reed, Otis, Chad Gable, Ivar, Michin, the Good Brothers. I can mention a few right now that are wallowing away on television. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You got Jade Cargill, and they have no idea what they're going to do with her. Like, oh, she's debuting. She's not debuting. She's debuting, not debuting. Debuting, not debuting. Gable Stevenson, where's that guy at? You sold me on the idea of this guy being the next Kurt Angle. Where the fuck is he? I'm not trying to be negative towards WWE. I'm not trying to say WWE. It's like, if you're going to give the same shit to AEW, you got to give the same to WWE. As a wrestling channel, I have to be savage about both companies. Tonight, WWE shows you why they could do a go-home show. AEW has an opportunity in the next 2 weeks to show you what a go-home show is. And the debut of Mercedes Moné. New Day, they're little hokey pokey. I don't even know why kendo sticks still exist in 2024, but I thought it was stupid. And then they were doing the whole the crowd wasn't buying. My Anaheim, Orange County crowd wasn't buying it. Okay. They weren't buying it. They weren't doing the New Day Rocks thing. I think New Day Rocks has played itself out. But yeah, this show, honestly, B-. I would say, honestly, a 7.0 for me. It was an average show. It was a decent show. I thought it was good for what it was. I'm not upset over it. I'm not mad over it. I thought they did a lot of good things with this show. They developed a lot of things. They started the Jimmy and Jey Uso thing, finally, about time. We're now getting that. We're getting the bloodline to fuck over Cody. We had Seth Rollins coming out in the locker room, patting Cody on the back, basically saying, I got your back. We're gonna go and we're gonna make this right. So, at the end of the day, I'm for it. I'm all for the tag team match that they're going to do at night one and possibly back-to-back championship matches at Mania. But yeah, at the end of the day, the show was a solid 7.0 for me. It had its highs, it had its lows. The women's stuff, okay. Liv Morgan, she can cut a promo. Tiffany Stratton was the all-star of that next to Bianca Belair. I think they should set something up with that. Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, I'm for it. Rhea Ripley comes off her on Elimination Chamber over the top. I think that's where they're going to go with that. I think Becky takes the cake at Elimination Chamber here because that's what the leaks are saying. I really hope not. I hope it's my picks are going to be Naomi. I'm hoping they swing and they go Naomi maybe. I would even go as far as maybe Liv Morgan. I would like to see maybe a Stratton. Give me something else than the typical Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch could be in anything else but a tag, but a hokey pokey, another title match, and having her win and have the man again, cutting the same promos, it's okay to me. Grayson Waller effect. They did talk about that before I go. Basically, they're gonna have Seth and fucking Cody Rhodes, and they're gonna probably talk about the bloodline and on the Grayson Waller effect. I'm assuming there's gonna be some fuckery at Elimination Chamber. I'm gonna be up at 2 a.m. for it because I'm usually up at 2 a.m. anyway. So I'll be watching it live as it happens on a Saturday, early Saturday morning at Perth, Australia. I'm gonna be pulling for Rhea Ripley. I'm gonna be pulling for a lot of the stuff. Anyway, again, looks like WrestleMania is shaping up to be something great. I hope. The Rock, I still don't understand the bloodline stuff with him. Hollywood Rock, I'm not feeling Hollywood Rock. I know a lot of my friends and constituents are. I could care less. It's predictable. It's hokey. I know what The Rock's doing. I experienced this when he was wearing leather pants and a leather vest. He's doing the same shit. Nothing's different. and he's calling people bitches and crybabies. It's nothing different. I'm not feeling it. I'm not buying it enough. And this is The Rock swerving. This is The Rock deviating. I know why The Rock's deviating, because the crowd turned on him. And it's rightfully so. Don't fuck the hand that feeds. That's the thing here. The fans will bark back. That's what happened, literally. And The Rock, like, I'm not buying it. I'm not feeling it. I haven't felt it from the start. It's coming off like acting. It's not coming off as, oh man, you're really buying the character. I don't feel it. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling The Rock. And I buy Roman. I feel sorry for Roman out of all this, because now Roman's having to deviate. Probably he's going to lose a title, and going into WrestleMania is going to look weak for him. But at the end of the day, I love the fact that he does the acknowledge me thing. Acknowledge me. It comes off. Roman's living the character. Rock's just coming in and it just looks hokey pokey. It just does. Honestly, it looks stupid. Anyway, my name is Rev Sauce. I hope you enjoyed this wrestling review tonight. I didn't want to go on too long because I got some game streaming to do. I got some hanging out to do on Discord. Guys, I got a Discord coming up. The House of Rev. That's for my wrestling stuff and whatnot. We're working on that. I just want to tell you guys, like, look, I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, coming out, positive vibes, all of it. Guys, don't be a dumbass in my chat, and don't be a dumbass in my comment section, and don't threaten me with harm either. I'll just laugh your ass out. You know what I mean? I find it funny lately over my wrestling opinion how many people are getting butthurt. And then you got these big channels that are sitting back going, I'm a bedroom streamer. When I know they're taking pub shot, they're not being totally serious. I get that. But like, you have to water yourself down and come down to my level, small wrestling channel, to talk shit. That's desperate to me. Like, stay in your lane. Like, focus on you. Don't focus on me. Focus on you. But we roll with this kind of stuff. I'm in gratitude of those people still talking shit. It's great because it gives me traction and views and whatnot. It's at the end of the day. And to the people who tell me that I need to do this, that, and the third, hey, start paying my bills. Tip. There's a tip link. Start tipping. Seriously. Start tipping. If you want me to do wrestling 24/7, start tipping me. Start paying my bills. We'll have that conversation once you start doing that. But shut the fuck up in my comment section. I'm not doing this 24/7. This is secondary to my game streaming. My game streaming is my bread and butter. My side hustle work is my secondary. Okay? Wrestling is number 2 to everything, and my health and everything else goes in front of everything. Working out and stuff goes first. Sorry to tell you guys that. If you want to start floating my bills, then we'll have that conversation. And I was saying that in my addressing the comments, because I think a lot of you are cute and you think you're funny. Like, hey, look, if you want to start rolling my bills, hey, we can have the conversation. I owe you something. And I'll do wrestling videos all day long for you. I'll do 7, 8, 10, 20 videos a day. But I don't have enough time in my world, and there's going to be times that I can't sit down and do wrestling live streams like this and do things like that. You know what I mean? So that's just me being honest. I don't care if that came out savage. I don't care. I don't give 2 shits if it did. But I'm here to have fun. This is a hobby. At the end of the day, I don't take this shit serious or personal. I just find it funny that I got a lot of fucking people really upset over my opinions and have to threaten me with weapons and threaten harm to my family in my own live chats. I've had to bench a few people because of it. Or some of these weirdos that it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's like 5 o'clock somewhere. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a review of NXT. Maybe I'll do a review. Maybe watch it, do a review, cover it. Because I do like what they're doing with Carmelo Hayes right now over on NXT. You guys know it, on Wednesdays we do Dynamite. And then we do, I got to get back to doing Impact Wrestling, which I said I was going to stop doing Impact Wrestling stuff because of what happened with Scott D'Amore. But I'm probably going to start watching it again and giving you guys reviews. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you here in a little bit for a game stream. Anyway, Peace. See ya.